Good morning, my name is Lizzie, and today we're going to go through a morning power flow for 20 minutes. So it's a quick flow to get your body energized, to get the blood moving, to get the prana and the energy flowing through your body. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. So you can come into easy pose with your legs crossed. You can come on your knees, whatever feels good to you. We're going to close our eyes, start to ground down, and notice the breath. So we're going to breathe in and out through the nose, doing the ujjayi breath, so the ocean breath, swirling the breath to the back of the throat. Starting now. Final breath. Slowly open the eyes. And then start to think, are you going to set an intention for the day? So maybe your intention is to live the day through positivity or gratitude, finding simple things in life that make you happy. We're going to start in cat-cows. Come to a tabletop position. The hands are under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. Knees or hips width apart. Inhale, gaze up, arch the back. As you exhale, round the back, gaze towards the belly button. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round. Coming to a neutral spine, keeping the left hand planted. As you inhale, raise the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, drop the shoulder, drop the head. The left hand can come out in front of you. It can come around the lower back, reaching for the right inner thigh. It can stay where it's at. If you have a bind, maybe you want to start to find balance, shifting the weight slightly to the right. And start to raise up the left leg. And if you twist it, start to untwist, unwind. Take the left hand back to the floor. Inhale, raise the right arm to the sky. Exhale, drop the right hand down, resetting to a neutral spine. Lift the left hand up to the sky, gaze up. Thread the needle, drop the shoulder, drop the head. The right hand can come out to the front of the mat. Maybe it comes around the lower back, reaching for the inner thigh. Maybe you want to find some balance here. Shift the weight slightly to the left. And taking the right leg behind you straight. Maybe you're able to take the toes off the ground. Finding balance. And if you fall, that's okay. Just get back into the pose. One more breath. Start to untwist, unwind. Right hand back to the floor. Inhale, raise the left arm to the sky. Exhale, neutral spine. One more cat-cow here. Arch, look up on your inhale. Exhale, round. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, and come into your first downward facing dog. Start to walk the feet out. Fingers are spread wide. Index fingers point to the front of the mat. Gazing towards the belly button. Pulling the stomach in. So finding the Uddiyana Bandha, so engaging the lower core. Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. Shift the gaze to the front of the mat, step up or float, feet hips distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold to a ragdoll. Maybe grab opposite elbows, maybe gently sway from side to side. You can shake your head yes, no. You can clasp the hands behind your lower back, taking the arms up and over. Whatever feels good for you. Remember, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. Always coming into the breath. As you do the ujjayi breath, you want to expand through the side lungs. Take a slight bend in the knees. Release the arms. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming to standing. Heel toe the feet together, big toes touching. Spread the feet apart, four corners, ground down to the mat. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. As you inhale, arms rise. sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank through the chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift the gaze to the front of the mat. Step up or float, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to rise, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank through to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift the gaze to the front of the mat. Step up or float. Feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Swan dive up. Come to standing. Palms up. Gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step back to plank through to chaturanga. Drop to your knees if you need to. Elbows into the ribcage. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift the gaze to the front of the mat. Step up or float, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. Palms come up, gaze up. Exhale, samastitihi. Bring the hands to heart center. Heel toe to feet, mat distance apart, and drop to a yogi squat. Elbows inside the knees. You're squeezing the knees in while you're pressing the elbows out. Elongating through the spine, lift the crown of the head towards the sky. Engaging Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Maybe closing the eyes. Option to take crane or crow. Plant the hands. Take the knees up to the triceps, above the elbows, and then leaning forward, finding balance. Using the fingertips for stability, so really bend the fingertips, press through the fingertips. For 4, 3, 2, option to jump back, chaturanga, or step. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the right leg to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, pull the knee to the chest. Inhale, shoot it back up. Exhale, pull the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, shoot it back up. Pull across the chest to the opposite elbow. Inhale, back up. And bend the knee. Shift the gaze underneath the right armpit. Inhale, shoot the leg back up to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee to the chest, step it through. Crescent lunge. Inhale, arms rise, ground to the feet, squeeze the inner thighs. Option to shift the gaze up to the sky. Maybe take a slight back bend. You can open the arms to a goalpost. On your inhale, take the arms back up to the sky. As you exhale, warrior 2. Opening to the side. So back foot is parallel to the edge of the mat. Externally rotating the hips. And taking that bend in the front leg. Reverse your warrior. Reach forward, then reach back towards the calf, to the ankle. Maybe reach behind the lower back, reaching for the right inner thigh. Gaze towards the top palm. Extended side angle, reaching forward and then dropping the hand inside or outside the foot. You can use a block here if you need to, or maybe you take the elbow to the knee. Wherever you're at is completely fine. If you want to take a bind here, you can take the bind. drop the right shoulder underneath the leg, reaching around the back to the left hand. From here, straighten the leg, coming into Trikonasana triangle. Maybe you can grab the big toe with your peace finger. Maybe you need a block to place the hand. But we're reaching towards the ground, to the sky, lengthening out the side body. The gaze is towards the sky, to the thumb. Half moon pose, take a slight bend in the front leg, and take the hand directly underneath the shoulder, finding balance, lifting the back leg. Maybe you're able to shift the gaze towards the sky, to the thumb. Finding stability, squeeze the muscle to bone, grounding down through all 4 points of the foot. Sugar cane, you can grab the top of the foot. You can grab the inside or outside of the foot, whatever you prefer. When you grab the foot, press the foot into the hand, lift the knee up. So you're pressing, 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 grounding, grounding, grounding. Release the foot, slowly release back down to the mat. Coming to reverse triangle, reaching back, and coming back forward. Plant the hands down, step back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The left leg goes up to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, pull the knee to the chest. Inhale, shoot the leg back up. Exhale, pull it to the left elbow. Inhale, back up. Take the knee across the body, opposite elbow, right elbow. Inhale, shoot the leg back up. And bend the knee, gaze underneath the left shoulder, three-legged down dog. On your next inhale, leg comes to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee to the chest, step it through, crescent lunge. Ground down through the feet, inhale, arms rise, squeezing the inner thighs. Option here to gaze up to the sky, maybe take a slight arch in the back, maybe open the arms to the goalpost. Inhale, take the hands back to the sky. As you exhale, open to warrior two. Exhale, you're rotating the inner thighs. Taking a bend in that front knee. Can you go a little lower? Good job. Reverse your warrior. Reach back for the calf or ankle. Maybe you reach for the bind. Gaze is to the top hand. Feeling the stretch in the side body. Continuing to do the Ujjayi breath. Extended side angle, reaching long to the front. And as you exhale, drop the hand inside or outside of the foot, maybe on a block, maybe the elbow to the knee. Extend this top arm all up and over, reaching long. So really feeling the stretch in the side body. Gazing towards the palm. Relax the shoulder down. Maybe you come for the bind here. And extend the leg into Trikonasana triangle. So maybe you have to shorten the stance. You can grab the big toe with the peace finger. If you need to have a block, you can place the hand on the block. Shift the gaze to the floor, half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Take a slight bend in that standing leg and start to raise the back leg, extending the standing leg straight. Squeeze the muscle to bone. Shift the gaze towards the top hand. Maybe you take sugar cane, grab the inside or outside of the foot, whatever you prefer. Press the foot into the hand. So pressing, grounding all at once. Fall out, no problem, just get back in. Release the foot if you have the foot. Start to take the leg back down, coming into a reverse triangle. Inhale, rise up, and exhale. Bend the knee, plant the hands, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. On our next inhale, right leg shoots up to the sky. Exhale, pull the knee to the chest, and we're going to step it through to Anjali Asana, low lunge. Drop the back knee. Take the hands to the thigh, lift through the chest. Option here, you can take the hands to the lower back, and you can start to really lift through the chest. So you're lifting the lower ribs away from your hip bones. So lifting through here, gazing up, finding length. Lizard pose, place the hands inside the foot. Maybe come down to the forearms or elbows. Squeeze the leg either in towards the rib cage, or you can come to the outside of the right foot, letting the knee go out to the side. They're going to feel different, so they're going to feel different in your body, and maybe if you hold one for a little bit, and then you hold the other for a little bit. From here, we're going to come into Skandasana. So we're going to turn and turn the left foot to face towards the sky. You can take the hands to heart center here. Press this knee out, lifting up. Don't forget the bandhas. How do you lift through the body? Then we're going to shift all the way to the left, so the left knee bends. Right foot is facing to the sky. And again, continue lift up to the pelvic floor. Shifting back to the front. Planting the hands, step back to plank, side plank on the right. Right hand to the center of the mat, drop the heels to the right. You can stack the feet, you can drop the knee. You can take the feet one on top of each other or stagger them. Maybe you're able to come to tree here. Maybe you're able to grab the big toe with the peace finger, extend the leg straight. Go to where you are in your practice this morning, what feels right. You can take the top arm, reach up long, lifting the hips up, pressing through the palm. And we'll all come back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Remember, you can always drop down to your knees if you need to. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg shoots up to the sky. As you exhale, pull the knee to the chest, step it through to a low lunge, Anjali Asana. Take the hands up to the thigh, maybe the blocks here. And start to feel the stretch in this hip flexor on the right side. So we're opening up this right side. Maybe you're able to take the lower ribs and take them back. So we're taking them away from the hip bones. The option here to take the arms up and overhead to the lower back. Whatever feels good for you this morning in your practice. Lizard pose, place the hands to the inside of the foot. You can stay here, or you can come down to the forearms or elbows. Option here to keep the knee in towards the rib cage, so you can pull it in tight, or you can let the knee go, so coming to the outside of the left foot, and the knee goes out to the side. These stretches are going to feel different for everybody. Maybe you hold one a little bit and then the other. Maybe you prefer one of them more than the other. Kind of like to move it back and forth, creating more mobility within the hip, a little bit of strength as you pull it in. And turning to Skandasana. So we're going to bend through that right knee still, and then the left foot faces, or this is the left leg, sorry. And the right foot faces towards the sky. You can take the hands to heart center. You can lift through the chest. You want to keep the palms down on the floor. And slowly walking it over. Again, lifting through the crown of the head. Coming back to center. And stepping back to plank. Side plank on the left hand to the center of the mat. Drop the heels. You can stagger the feet. Take them one on top of the other. Maybe you come into tree. Maybe you grab the big toe with the peace finger. Pressing down through the palm. Lifting the hips. You can take the top arm up and over, reaching, stretching the side body. And coming back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Shifting the gaze to the front of the mats. Coming to a seated position. Extend the legs straight. Take the meat away from the seat. And we're going to grab the big toes with our peace fingers if you can. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe you're able to inch a little bit more. On your inhale, lengthen through the spine. On your exhale, maybe go a little deeper. Place the palms together and slowly, slowly, slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Pull both knees into the chest, wrap up. Arms around the shins, give yourself a nice hug. Gently rock from side to side. Keeping the right knee pulled into the chest when we're leaving pose. Starting to lift the head and shoulders off the mat. And release back down to the mat. Coming to a figure four, so pull the left knee up. The right ankle is going to cross over the left knee. And you're going to maybe just stay here, or you can start to lift the left leg up. Clasping the hands underneath the thigh. Maybe pulling the leg in towards the chest. You can use your right elbow as a leverage to the right knee if you want to push it out more. Coming to a supine spinal twist. So you can take eagle legs here, crossing the right leg over the left, so you just shift it down. And then the knees fall over. You can take full eagle and wrap the foot around underneath the calf, or you can just keep the legs crossed. Let the knees fall to the left. Elongate through the spine, so thinking of reaching long with the crown of the head, reaching long with the sacrum. And your right arm can come out to a T. Maybe you gaze it over the right shoulder. And slowly start to untwist, unwind, pulling both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Give yourself a nice hug. Gently rock from side to side. And keeping the left knee pulled in, extend the right leg straight when we're leaving pose. Start to lift the head, lift the neck. Release the head and neck. Coming to a figure 4, pulling the right knee up. Take the left ankle across the right thigh, and then start to pull the right knee in. You can use the left elbow as a leverage that, like inside of the left knee. You want to push it out more as you're pulling the right leg in. So we're feeling the stretch in the side glute, in the hips. And start to cross the left leg over and dropping the knees. You can come into full eagle legs if you want to. Dropping the knees to the side, elongate through the spine, so maybe reset just a little bit. Lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen the sacrum down. And then the left arm can come directly out to the side and come to a full pose. Might feel a little different. Either way you do it, maybe shift the gaze over the left shoulder. And pull both knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the shins, give yourself a nice hug, gently rock from side to side. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet together, take the edges of the feet to the mat, heels are pulled in close to the midline, knees fall out to the side. You can take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Stay here as long as you want to. If you're ready, you can come into your final savasana, extending the legs long, feet wider than mat's distance. Press into the back of the head and roll the shoulders down. Take the arms out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. And just start to be really heavy here. So really allowing the mat to fully support your body. Think as if you're melting to the floor, heavy, heavy, heavy. Closing the eyes.